What's up, y'all? Man, look, I'm so sick. I am so sick of the algorithm. I hate when people's stuff just comes across my feed sometimes. And it's like stuff that I don't be interested in, that I do not want to watch. Racist. And stupid racist at that. Like, I can understand, if somebody want to be racist and had like a good point, but really there's not a good point at all to be made about being a racist. If you're a racist, you're just an idiot. That's how I feel. Any person, any human being that thinks that race has anything to do with behavior, that thinks that race has anything to do with crime, that race has anything to do with anything, you're a moron. You're an idiot. Okay? Why am I saying all this? Well, I'm sitting here right now and I'm watching these people, okay? It came across my feed, the War Boys studio. Enrique Tarrio, the leader of the Proud Boys, has this on his channel. So I'm friends with Enrique on X. And I like Enrique, right? Enrique's all right with me. So I decided I'm gonna tune in just to show some support because I ain't seen none of his stuff in a minute, right? So I go on there and this is what's on there. This live. I'm gonna show you. Let me show you what it is. Let me see. We'll share screen. Right here. Okay, so this is it, right? This is it. You got Kim Coulter. Don't know who this chick is, but I don't even know if she's a racist. I think I think that she was just a lame female, you know what I'm saying, in life, and she's just getting a little bit of attention now, and she likes to say shocking stuff, so she says the N-word and other things. I don't know if she's a racist, though. Then the other guy, the Gypsy Crusader, you see right there in the middle top. In the middle top, that's Gypsy Crusader, a.k.a. Paul, a.k.a. Joker. Hilarious guy. He is freaking funny if you catch his clips. Super racist, right? The funny part about this guy is look at him. Look at him. He's not white. He's like Nick Fuentes, and I guess his buddy who gave him his little start, Handsome Truth, who's also not white, right? They're all big racists, and to do the whole white supremacy thing, they literally be dressing up like Nazis and doing the salute and all of that. But he's a racist, and they sitting up here with a whole bunch of stuff to say. Then you got Hayden McDougal. I've seen a couple of his little skits. He's a lame. I'm gonna be honest with you. This dude, he's a lame. All right, he's super lame. Then you got this guy, Emo Jesus. With a name like that, you can use your imagination as to what's going on with this guy. Then you got this guy, Frankie Stokes. I have no idea who he is, but apparently he works for Stu Peters, who's a racist. You guessed it, right? All of them got something in common. They hate Jews. Okay. So then you got this guy. Where's he at? Patrick. Let me see. No, let's not play it. Let's not play it. Let me take this off here. Okay, let me take that off there. Stop sharing. All right. So you got Patrick Riley. I just gained so much respect. I don't know this guy. I've seen him a couple times on the War Boy Studios. Patrick Riley. Bro, you invited to the cookout. If I ever see anything going on with you, bro, and I'm around, I got your back. You're all right with me. You don't know me. I don't know you, but I think you're pretty all right. You got common sense. Probably don't agree with you on a lot of things, but you got common sense. And that's dope because he's the only one out of all of these people that were on there. Enrique was on there, and they making jokes about Enrique, and he just sitting there just taking it. Oh, girl talking about, our token black guy. And mind you, Enrique is their boss. Like, he's the boss, which is a boss move. Let me just say, you got to be incredibly intelligent to have a whole bunch of racists working for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's brilliant. I give you your props on that, Enrique. Real hustle move right there. Platforming these racists or people who pretend to be, I don't even know what they are. And you getting paid off of it. Pretty smart. You guys work for a black guy. That's pretty dope. Like Enrique Tarrio, he's Hispanic. He's black. All right. He's like me. Okay. And they all work for him. But Patrick gets on there and tries to give some common sense to these people. and pointing something out to not Handsome Truth, the other racist, Gypsy Crusader. Points something out to the Gypsy. And yeah, Gypsy he made up a story real quick because he asked him, because his whole argument is that black people are the problem and they're violent. That was Joker's or Gypsy, whatever he calls himself, Paul Miller, whatever he calls himself. That's his argument. And Patrick goes, well, when's the last time that a crime happened to you? And where do you live? He goes, I live in New York. Where at New York? I live in Manhattan. You live in Manhattan? Oh, okay. When's the last time a crime happened to you? And he got stumbled up for a second. And then he made up a story. Oh, well, just 3 weeks ago, some N-word tried to steal my chain. Bro, stop. Stop it. Ain't nobody try to steal your, ain't no black person in Manhattan tried to steal your chain, bro. It's just, this is what they do. You know, these types. Then the conversation progresses. And then this shocked me. I ain't gonna lie. This one shocked me. Joe Biggs. Joe Biggs shocked me. I met Joe Biggs one time when we was on the bus ride when we was going to prison. And he seemed all right. He was very cool, polite, all of that. And then I hear this dude say what he said on the show. And I just was shocked. I said, dang. So what is it? Because I've met Proud Boys. I've met a lot of Proud Boys. And I know a lot of the Proud Boys that I know, they're not racist. Some of them, it's impossible for them to be racist because, you know, they're black or Indian or Mexican or Puerto Rican or whatever. But it shocked me. And I was just like, man, it was a disappointment. It was a disappointment. And I just got to say, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. No more ever again in life will you hear me defend. If any liberal ever comes to me and tells me about, you know, Proud Boys or racists and all this, you're never going to hear me defend it. They say, no, they're not. No, they're not. I'm like, yo, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I've seen it too. And then I explain about my couple guys who I know ain't racist, you know, like, you know, Enrique or Billy Cressman or, you know, Dominic Pizzola or, you know, one of my guys that I know are Proud Boys that are good chief. You know what I'm saying? They're not racist. But then it's just like, dang, bro, why is this a thing? Why is it? And then they start bashing. This is the crazy part. All of these people, they talking about they don't support Trump because he's not racist enough. I can't make this up. They talking mad trash that Trump isn't racist enough. Blowing my mind, y'all. Blowing my mind. But this is what we come to. This is the state that we're in. Like some people shouldn't have the internet. Let me be real. Like racism doesn't bother me. Like I love racial humor. I love racial jokes. I love all of that. I find it hilarious, right? But these guys are serious. This is like a core. They're doing Nazi salutes. Talking about sending black people to Liberia. And that how America's a white country. You're an idiot. If you believe that, you are one of the most, I can't say the word I want to say because we're on Facebook. But you know what you are. You're very stupid. You really are. You're very, very stupid. America ain't never been a white country. Okay? In America's founding, you had Jews, you had blacks, you had natives, you had Italians, you had all types of people that was over here in America. Moron. America wouldn't be America today without black people, without Jewish people, without Italian people. You could go on and on and on. Yeah, Mexican people. Exactly. Just a whole bunch. There's a bunch of different people. America wouldn't be what it is today without a bunch of different people from around the country, which is why on the back of our money, what's it say? E pluribus unum. Out of many, one. That's what we got. That's what America is. People from everywhere. American. One nation. And people forget that, especially these people. And it blows my mind because they do the Nazi salutes. Look at, I gotta show these people again. The only one on here that I'm telling you, the only person on here that gets any kind of love at all is the dude down here in the bottom right here. Patrick Riley. He is Patty Don't Surf over there on X. You guys give him a follow. Give him a follow. I like him. You all right with me. He came in there with, hey, he was on that. He was on it. Given I haven't finished it. I haven't finished this whole thing yet. It was hard to watch because they sound so dumb, like they do. They sound stupid. Just a bunch of, like, I bet you they date their sisters or, you know, something. They're that type. They're stupid. They really are. A bunch of stupid people. And then you could tell that they soft. Just weak men. Weak men. We really know why you guys are like this. We know why you guys hate black people so much. It's not because of crime. It's not because Hitler is your idol. It's not because of anything like that. What it comes down to is you feel inferior. The racist types, you feel, and that's how in any branch, a black person that's racist towards white people, you feel inferior to that white person. A white person that is racist towards black people, you feel inferior to those people. That's just how I look at it. You feel inferior. You feel threatened. Not because of violence that can happen to you. No, you're scared that if violence was to break out, that you won't be able to stand on your own. You're scared. You're scared. And again, that goes for any colored racist. I don't care what color racist you are. Black racist, you a white racist, brown racist, yellow racist. You're really scared. You're scared. Just say that. That would eliminate all. I wouldn't even be having a live right now if you would just tell the truth. Just tell the truth and say, look, I'm racist towards whoever I'm racist towards because I'm actually scared of them. Just say it. Because it's ridiculous. Talking about crime. So we look at the crime statistics, right? The crime statistics, they were talking about the 90s. Crime has gone down significantly since the 90s, despite a common public perception that it has increased. For example, the U.S. violent crime rate has fallen by over 60% since its peak in the early 90s. Property crime rates have also dropped sharply, with the categories like burglary about 75% and motor vehicle theft by 53% between 1993 and 2022. So everything is on a down. All the stuff that you're complaining about is going down. Which would mean people are getting better. You only think that it's getting worse because, and especially for people like the Gypsy Crusader or Paul Miller, Joker, or whatever, you're only saying what you're saying because, number one, you're getting paid. Okay? You're a tip-top grifter. Tip-top tier grifter. All right? But the fact is you live in Manhattan, dog. You live in Manhattan. I know you ain't walking outside your door and seeing crime, bro. You're just not. It's cap. It's complete cap. Fabricated. And the internet has created a safe place for people like them, because I'll tell you right now, a lot of these guys, unless there was police around and they were in a real big public setting where they knew they had backup, they would never talk to a person the way that they talk on the internet. None of them. None of them. You know, it's too safe for people, for ignorance. I can't stand it. And I know I'm trying my best to be better, y'all. I really am. But I have zero tolerance from anybody, whether that's a black racist or white, any racist. I hate racism, bro. I hate it. It's the stupidest thing. It's dumb. It's just dumb. It's dumb. It has no place in society, especially in America. America was built by everybody. Everybody. White, black, red, yellow, green, everybody built America. At some point or another, everybody had a part, and we still are building America. As Americans, when I say we, Americans, we're still building America. America functions because of its people. And instead of trying to divide, and this is why I say that this is like a psyop, and these people are like agents or something, bro. Like, it makes zero sense. All these different groups, you know, you got the what's his name? The Umars, Dr. Umars, you know, and on the other side, you got this guy, the Joker, the Gypsy, you know, and the Nick Fuentes's, and, you know, the Candace Owens, and it's always pointing the finger at somebody who's part of America. Point to the Jews that are American and say all these bad things about Jewish people. They're American. Point to black people that they're Americans. I'm about sending them to Liberia. No, they're American. Then the blacks telling the white people to go back to Europe. No, they're American. We're all American. There is no go back to your country. This is all of our country, regardless if you want to believe that or not. Okay? This is all of our country. Everybody. And then beyond that, bro, God created everybody. The whole world. We should be able to go anywhere and everywhere. We should. But it ain't set up like that. You are where you're from, where you're born at, where your family comes from, right here. Right here. My family, I could go back generations. My family's Americans all the way through. Okay? Except for on my mom's side, that's Irish. So do I go back to Ireland, or does part of me go back there? Huh? I'm just trying to figure it out. And then when do you stop? Because if following your own racist logic, right? And you say everybody needs to go back to their own country of origin, well, wouldn't that mean that you would have to go somewhere in Europe? You know what I'm saying? Gypsy Crusader, your ancestry is Indian, bro. Punjabs. You know what I'm saying? Like Indian. When do you decide? How far back do you go when you tell somebody to go back to their country? Or is it only black? Only Jew? Only whatever? It's ridiculous. And I don't understand it. You know? And the funny part about all of them is they talk about Christ. This dude, Emo Jesus, says that he was a Satanist and came to Christ. That's great. That's great. But in the same breath, gets up here and talks about the N-words and the Jews. And if you're a Christian, you worship a Jew. Make it make sense. If you are a Christian, you can't be a Nazi, bro. Jesus is a Jew. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's ridiculous. And you people are a stain on society. You don't help. You don't bring anything to the table at all. And the politics, all the politics stuff, it's becoming a nuisance. It's created these types of people. It's created these types. It's so sad. It is. It's so sad. All this infighting and everybody, but the Democrats and the Republicans, bro, both of the parties are just corrupt. Both of them are corrupt. Okay? They're both corrupt. There's not about, oh, I don't like, he say, I don't like Trump because Trump likes the Jews. I don't like Trump because he's not racist enough. You sound like a moron. So you got a president who's saying, look, man, I want the best for all Americans. And I'm going to show you because of all the things that I'm going to do. While all the things that I can do while I'm the president. And your one thing that you're hung up on is that he's not racist enough? For real? It's crazy. It's crazy. And then they say, oh, we're only like this because of freedom of speech. Because of freedom of speech, we should be able to say the N-word. Go for it. I don't care if you say the N-word. I do not care what word you use. Freedom of speech all day long. But don't cry and then post a video up on TikTok or up on X when you get beat down. That's my thing. You say, well, nobody should get beat down for their freedom of speech. Bro, you can't have it both ways. You got freedom of speech and you got free will. Okay? God gave us free will. So if you were standing in front of me as a man, right? As a man, you're standing in front of me and you're saying things to me directly, trying to get a rise out of me. What do you think? I'm just going to sit there and let you? No, I'm probably, personally, I'm going to be honest with you because I'm not that far yet. I'm working on myself. God knows I'm working on myself, but I'm going to be honest with you. If I was in front of one of these dudes and they were saying the things that they were saying to me, I promise you this. I promise you they would know that they encountered what they thought they encountered. Real, I would turn into a straight nigga all day long. And I would become a part of the violent statistic that you talk about because I would smack the taste out of your mouth. I smack you like a woman. And if you try, let's just be real. All of these dudes on this panel just looking at you. I could tell you're not built like that. You are not built like that. You're just, that's all. I hope it never has to come to that. I really do. But man, some of y'all need to get smacked. I remember the days when I was growing up when you had to watch what you say unless you was really willing to back it up, right? They talking about civil war and, the blacks. And listen to me. There are more people in this country. Let me make this very clear. And if I'm right, chat, if I'm right, I want you to do me a favor and put something in the chat to say that I'm right. There are more people in America that are not racist, to where if there are more black people that if they seen a black person being racist towards their white friend, they riding with their white friend. There are more white people that are not racist that if they seen you being racist towards their black friend, they're going to ride with their black friend, because we just don't accept that kind of behavior. We're not about that. Okay? Plain and simple. And if you are a believer, because you guys are all on this panel, you guys are all self-proclaimed believers. If you really were a believer, you couldn't bring yourself to say the things that you're saying, to believe the things that you're believing. You worship Hitler. You don't worship Jesus. You worship Hitler. That's it. You don't worship God, you worship Hitler. Let's keep it a buck. And if you're only doing it for the money, well, then you work for the devil. You're about your greed. And there's a lot of people like that. You say the things that are shocking so you could get clicks and views and get paid. Which, hey, I'm not knocking your hustle. But don't cry. Don't cry when a nigga beats you down. Don't cry when the white boy beats you down for your racial outbursts. Don't cry when the Mexican beats you down for your racial outbursts. Don't cry about it. People need correction. In the Bible, it says you spare the rod, you spoil the child. And I think that applies to adults. I think that's universal. I don't even think it's just for the child at this point. Too many of these dudes haven't gotten whooped enough. Nobody put their hands on you enough for you to understand that the world is not really a safe place for you to say and think and do what you want to do against somebody. You could take that how you want to take it. I'm sick of it. Listen, I don't mean to upset anybody. I'm not MAGA. Don't call me MAGA ever again. I don't want nothing to do with it. I leave the phrase alone. President Trump, I support you. Trump supporter all day long. Not a Republican, not a Democrat, not MAGA. I'm not none of that. Support President Trump, love America, love God. That's all. I don't want no parts of these titles because it's becoming too muddied. If you tell me you're a Democrat, I got a whole bunch of different thoughts. Like, what are you like to, you hang out at abortion clinics with your significant other, or are you part of the rainbow community, or what's going on? How far deep are you into this? It's the same thing with the right. When somebody says MAGA, I don't know if they mean like, hey, I would love to lynch you because of your skin color. That's really what it comes down to me now. There's too many of them. Maybe it's an infiltration. I don't know. I don't know if they've infiltrated or if they've always been that, because remember, they've been said that, look at Charlottesville, the whole Charlottesville thing, when that whole thing went down and Trump got all kind of bad publicity over it, all because these people came and infiltrated, or were they really Trump supporters that happened to be super bigoted racists? I don't know, but I'm starting to believe the latter. They were just big old racists that just like Trump. I'm just done with it. I'm done with it. I don't want to hear nothing about no Proud Boy. I don't want to hear nothing about none of it. And Enrique, dog, oh man, bro. It's hard for me to hate on you and say anything bad about you, bro, because you getting money, like you getting paid. But the one critique that I'm gonna give you, bro, if you even care, right? Stop platforming these types of people, bro. If we trying to make America better, that's a good super chat right there. Do I think MAGA is becoming a cult? 100%. 100%. It's just regular people like myself and the other good Americans in this country ain't falling for it. We're not falling for it. So now we're kind of getting ostracized by it because there's so many people inside that have these ideologies that we just don't accept. We don't accept the whole hate Israel. We don't accept the whole hate black people or hate all the migrants, and we're not with that. We're just, look, law and order, do right for the American people. That's what we are. You know what I mean? But there's too many people. Yes, MAGA has become a cult 100%, and I don't want to be a part of it. So yeah, no longer. I'm sick of these. I'm sick of the racists. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really am. I'm sick of the racists. It's like, I want to smack most of the people that I see wearing a MAGA hat now, that I know, because they're racist. I watch their post. And the only reason I don't is because I'm really trying hard to walk with Christ. I'm doing my best to walk right, to look this way and not this way. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my absolute best, but it gets so irritating seeing this kind of stuff and hearing this kind of stuff. It's like these people are, I don't know. I don't even know. It's just sad. It's sad. And thank you for that super chat, bro. I just don't like it. Okay. What else do we got? My bad, y'all. I had to get that off my chest. Yeah, but Enrique, bro, just don't platform these dudes, bro. I mean, you gonna do what you do. If you getting paid or whatever, do your thing. If you're making your dollar off of it, hey, but I'm just saying it's adding to the chaos. And if you really, really believe in trying to make this country better and wake people up, then you can't believe this stuff that these people are saying, bro. There's no way, especially you look like me, bro. You might even be darker than me. You might even be darker than me. There's no way that you could believe the stuff that's being said on this war paint or whatever it's called. It's ridiculous. I'm still America first with these new mags. Yeah. Don't be moved by Fed ops. It's weak. Yeah, I know. It's aggravating. It's aggravating because I've done a lot for this movement. In 2020, y'all, I traveled. I went around the country. I spoke on stages. I was in the hood talking with people. And then you got these people now, and it's just like a slap in the face, bro. That's what it feels like, a slap in the face. I'm just over it. I'm over these people. They're a disappointment. They really are. They are a disappointment, and there's too many of them popping up all over the place. The Myron Gaines, I can't stand that fucking dude, bro. I can't stand him. I cannot stand him. Myron Gaines, Nick Fuentes, I can't stand them. I don't like them. I just don't. I'd punch them. I really would, honest to God, bro. I would throw it all away. I'll rock them. I just don't like them. I don't. They're dangerous. Completely dangerous, man. Oh, yeah. So this guy, here's another one. I got to show you guys this guy. He's another one. And we talk about the conspiracies, right? Conspiracy theorists. I love conspiracies. But this guy, he's just lost. He went off the deep end. He's too far gone. This guy right here.
Sorry, bro. This is gross and even too much. Whoever is behind the messaging at the White House, specifically at Trump, is literally sabotaging his campaign.
This guy, Ryan. Another one. I feel like this dude was a leftist that became MAGA for the sole purpose of infiltrating and just destroying the movement from within. That's how I feel about all of these people. They infiltrated to destroy the movement from within, and they have succeeded. So I don't want nothing to do with it. I really don't. I don't want nothing to do with it. Trump, support you. These people are a stain. They're a stain. Straight up. There's no other way to put it. These guys are stains. Who do I consider the leader of MAGA? Well, at one time, it was the American people. The American people were the leader of MAGA. And now, it's not. Now, it's, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Maybe the top influencers. The top influencers are the leader of MAGA at this point. Because, I mean, yeah, that's what it is. Even America First. They've hijacked America First. America First used to mean just that. America first. Now America first means white people first to some of these influencers, or no Jews allowed. You know what I'm saying? To some of these influencers. And it's disgusting. It is. It's disgusting. Everything has been hijacked. Everything has been infiltrated. And these are the faces that people see. These are the people that go viral. And I'm telling y'all, all of these people that run these bigger platforms, I feel personally, this is just my opinion, they're in on it. Why do you think they put them in front of you? So it's the algorithm. I have a hard time believing that America feels the way that these people feel. I have a hard time believing it. I don't believe that the whole world thinks that Jewish people are, the synagogue of Satan. There's no way possible that many, however many people view these people's stuff, there's no way. Impossible. And even more so, the funny, ironic part about it, the people like Candace Owens that pushes that kind of stuff, and beyond the whole black stuff that she pushed, the hating black people and all of that. But when Candace Owens pushes the whole Jewish conspiracies, I have a hard time believing it. Because if they was really in control, right? How the hell would you be number one? How would you be on any of these platforms? How? Just logic. And then all the latest stuff, that's come out, the whole the Trump stuff with the Epstein, all these Epstein files, and everybody's running with it, which is what Ryan was about to get into. Blows my mind. Y'all just got done telling everybody not to trust the feds. You just got done telling everyone not to trust the feds. But now you trust the feds because it's something against Trump. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It's like people don't have a brain anymore. Honest to God, it feels like AI has made people stupid, far more stupid than what they were. People don't think for themselves. Nobody, here, let me rephrase. These influencers don't think for themselves. They don't have a brain cell in between them. To me, they're all slow. They're slow. But they got money. They got a lot of views. They got money and a lot of views. To make you a dummy. They got a lot of money and a lot of views to make you a dummy, to make you divided in your own mind, to make you divided against people, to make you distracted, to keep your eyes off of God, to point you in the direction of everything that is anti-Christ, if you want to be real about it. And you eat it up. I know what they'll say. I don't care what that black guy has to say. He's just a stupid N-word. Your mama. Your mama. Yeah, that's what I got to say. Your mama. Simple. It doesn't change the fact that you guys are infiltrators. You're infiltrators. You don't have the people's best interests at hand. You have your wallet's best interests. That's it. And the sooner people can realize that, the sooner people can start to heal. Real talk. These dudes misinform you day after day after day after day after day, give you conspiracy without fact and their opinion about things as fact, and everybody takes it and runs with it, regurgitates it, making their own videos about it, and then here we are today with Cash, frustrated. Frustrated. These people they're ridiculous, bro. And it's tiring. Okay, I think that's it. I had to rant. I needed to get that out. Yeah. So I'm gonna end it like this. All the people that was a part of that panel discussion earlier, minus Patrick, screw y'all. Your mothers should have swallowed you. Okay. And then after that, I'm praying for you. I really am. God, if I was out of pocket, I'm sorry. But I get frustrated with these types of people. I really do. I can't stand them. I really can't stand them. I hope I never cross paths with any of them until I'm off probation. You know what I'm saying? God, that's my prayer. Never let me cross paths with anybody with their mind frame that are bold enough, that would be bold enough to say the things that they believe and feel in front of me or my children. Don't let me cross their paths until I'm off probation, because I promise you, Lord, I'm going to fail you, and I'm going to put my hands on them. I am, for sure. With that, I'm gone. Love you guys. I'm out. I had to get that off my chest.